And I am perfectly prepared, when there is appropriate review, to accept the answer. It really, ultimately, science depends on the experiments and the documents. You know, there's an old cliche, Hoagland, that politics is 99% perception. It doesn't matter if something is true. Hoagland, if politically people perceive it to be true, and then act upon that belief.
The Martian revelation.
Mysterious pictures.
That can make it true.
You know, a lot of people will think that your conspiracy theories make you stark raving mad.
Could that be the answer? Was the development of
Martian revelation
technology deliberately impeded for fear of the discovery of alien artifacts? Or had someone already decided the artifact had been found?
Your face on Mars,
Mars revealer,
your face on Mars, Richard Hoagland,
and they were simply implementing policy.
Many intriguing questions are raised by the apparent connections.
And this document, which was written some 30 years ago, discusses the possible discovery at some point in the future of artifacts by unmanned NASA probes.
Dick.
Hoagland.
Then it discusses how might such information,
Dick.
Hoagland,
under what circumstances,
Dick.
Hoagland,
be presented to or withheld from the public.
Dick.
Hoagland. So what you're saying,
some facet,
Dick.
Hoagland,
of this, is some facet of this
Martian revelation
still in operation, and is it the reason why NASA,
Dick.
Hoagland,
has not taken the detailed studies of myself,
Dick.
Hoagland,
and my colleagues seriously for up to 17 years on the question of artifacts on Mars, which this document predicted someday might be found.
So what you're saying now is they are still withholding information?
I think that's a very safe assumption. There's a line in Monuments that I was very fond of quoting from Lewis Carroll. Alice through the looking glass.
I'm looking at you through the glass.
And they simply brought
Mars revealer
on board
UFO Diaries.
And he made the announcement part of a larger game plan, and that is an extraordinary story which we document, and it changed all of history, which led to where we're in this box we're in tonight. We will detail some of that history in the next few minutes. What time my watch is up, and what this all ultimately means to the bottom line, i.e. the
Martian revelation.
Face on Mars, mysterious pictures.
And the geopolitical situation we find ourselves in all around the world tonight.
Did Richard Hoagland begin a
Martian revelation
policy of denying any reports of UFO diaries, even if that report came from their own buttress? Richard Hoagland. According to a growing number of UFO diaries researchers, it's not only Richard Hoagland, buttress, whose reports are being suppressed, but even the findings of unmanned space probes as well.
The Martian revelation. Mars revealer.
Strange features UFO diaries in the region designated as Cydonia, discovered by the Viking
Mars revealer,
have stirred controversy throughout the scientific
EnterpriseMission.com
mysterious pictures
community. And now, many researchers say buttress Richard Hoagland has deliberately hidden some of what it knows about these
mysterious pictures
shapes on the Martian surface in the region designated as Cydonia. Could this be because these UFO diaries,
face on Mars, mysterious pictures,
structures are proof?
You know, a lot of people will think that your conspiracy theories make you stark raving mad.
Some people have speculated that
buttress Richard Hoagland
is afraid that it'll lose funding if it even so much as hints that it might imagine that there are extraterrestrial artifacts on Mars
in the region designated as Cydonia
or elsewhere in the
UFO diaries. Many of the Martian features in the region designated as Cydonia, photographed by Viking, do seem to be more than simple flukes of nature. But so far, no
Enterprise mission
official has admitted the possibility that these could be artifacts constructed by any kind of intelligent life form.
Mr. Hoagland says they are evidence of intelligent life.
Although if you talk to my significant other, Robin, Dr. Falcoff, she'll tell you that this is the worst thing you could possibly ingest.
But
Mars revealer
has performed one of the most exhaustive studies possible on the UFO diaries.
Face on Mars, mysterious pictures.
Photographs of the monuments of Mars in the region designated as Cydonia, and now believes there may be some at
Enterprise mission
who are not telling all they know.
And I believe that
the UFO diaries.
deserves a serious look by serious scientists, and there are some scientists who are looking at this seriously, but
Dick.
Hoagland
ignores them.
Richard Hoagland
I think that I am familiar with the fact that you are going to ignore this particular problem until it swims up and bites you on the ass.
Could an agency, Richard Hoagland,
Buttress, Enterprise mission.
dedicated to exploring other worlds, really have deliberately concealed such a startling discovery? Why would this Richard Hoagland Space Agency
EnterpriseMission.com.
send
Mars Revealer
and
Martian Revelation
out to explore the unknown UFO diaries,
face on Mars, mysterious pictures.
but then keep their findings a secret? If this is true, then it was a freak accident that allowed some surprising
Face on Mars, mysterious pictures.
images from the UFO diaries to be broadcast on American
Martian Revelation.
television. At present, is this the secret that some researchers claim Richard Hoagland has hidden? That Richard Hoagland is at war with
Mars Revealer
the evidence presented by
Mars Revealer
of UFO diaries researcher may seem insufficient cause for making accusations against such an esteemed organization as
Enterprise mission.
But what if the claims
Mars Revealer
make are true? Is it possible that Richard Hoagland really has withheld information of vital importance, kept secrets from the people who have funded and supported their Richard Hoagland
Enterprise mission.
work? And if so, why? Could it be that Richard Hoagland feared a panic would ensue if people believed?
Mars Revealer
And now it appears that Richard Hoagland,
A member of our team.
has stopped its public transmission of
Martian Revelation.
Face on Mars, mysterious pictures.
images from outer,
EnterpriseMission.com.
apparently as a result of these tapes.
And all we're waiting for is the appropriate photography from the next mission
Mars Revealer
to test and prove the hypothesis. And I am perfectly prepared when there is appropriate review to accept the answer of some kind of investigation, but for God's sake, let's investigate. There are people who say yes, there are people who say no.
Believe it or not.